Hello everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to blur in CapCut. So I'm opening the mobile application on my phone. I'm going to go on to the new project and I'm going to import any video or photo I want. So I'm just selecting a random video from my phone, and as you guys can see there's like a bunch of different graphics in it. But so if I want to blur a certain part, I'm gonna go on to this ribbon in the bottom and I'm gonna select the effects, which are on number 5 in the bottom ribbon. I'm gonna go on to video effects and I can just search up blur over here and a bunch of blur options would show up. As you guys can see, a bunch of blur options will show up. There's a simple blur, there's this motion blur at the bottom, there's blur close and blurry focus. So there's a bunch of different options, but I'm just going for simple blur as for now.
Hi, so if you're new to the world of coffee brewing,
so what's this doing is adding a layer. So as you guys can see, I can move it around as well. It's adding a layer of blur to the actual video. As soon as the effect ends, the blur ends. I can increase or decrease the duration of the video where I want the blur to be or end, or I can also duplicate it and then choose to have some parts blurry and some parts in focus. So blurry, the effect ends here, so everything's in focus. Again blurry, so everything seems to be blurry. What I can do besides from that is I can delete this and I can change the kind of blur I had over here. So I'm going to search a blur on the video section again, and I can just I'm selecting oblique blur for now, which is in the second line.
so if you're new to the world,
So you see, it's a different kind of blur. It's not just a plain old blur. You can still see some degree of dimension here. So there's a bunch of blur options that you can play around with. You can even adjust, for some of these, you can even adjust the intensity of blur that you want. So as you guys can see, there's the adjust option in the bottom. I'm going to select it and I can de-blur it or I can increase the blur. And that is how you can play around with the blur option in CapCut. And that was the tutorial. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. Goodbye.